Hello, this is Mrs. Horton, and this video is for students who do not have the shapes.py saved in their computer science folder. This is what we did last Wednesday, 2/17 in class. So if you do not have that, this is the video you would like to watch. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the text editor. So what we need to do is click on the Start button. Choose all programs, and then select Python. In there, you're going to choose the idle Python GUI. So once you have that up on your computer, this is the Python shell. And the Python shell will not allow you to save in here. What we need to do is open the text editor. And in order to do that, we're going to choose File, New Window. And you can see that the difference between these two is that we have information written out over here, and in the text editor it almost looks like a blank Word document. So this is the area over here where we can actually type code. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this file so that we can continue to work in it. So what we're going to do is choose File, Save. And we're going to save this in our computer science folder. So I'm going to choose desktop, and I'm going to go to my computer science folder. And I'm going to save it as shapes.py. Remember, you always have to add the py on it because it will not save it as a Python document. It will just automatically save it as a random document that you won't be able to ever upload again. So get in the habit of putting py after all of your file names. So once you've done that, hit save. And you'll see that now I have in the text editor up at the top, it doesn't say untitled anymore. It has the name shapes.py. So from here is where we're going to start typing in our code. So anytime we are using Python, we need to enter two codes. And one is the from turtle import star. So I'm going to start typing from turtle import star. And I'm just going to verify that I spelled turtle, import, everything looks right. I'm going to hit enter twice so that I have a double space in between from turtle import and my next line of command. Here I'm going to type shape, parentheses, quotations, turtle, end quotations, end parentheses. This is basically saying, both of these lines are saying, open up the turtle program from the Python import and then create the shape of a turtle. So from there I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to type forward 100. And this code is basically saying we want that turtle that you're just drawing on the screen to now move forward 100 pixels. So I'm going to hit enter. And you'll notice that up at the top where it has our new name of what we saved it now has an asterisk next to it. And basically this is telling us that we haven't saved. So I'm going to go up here and do File, Save, and then I'm going to do a Run and Run module. And basically this is going to bring the turtle up on my computer, showing that the graphic is a turtle and it has in fact moved 100 pixels on our screen. Then I'm going to exit out of this frozen Python turtles graphic, which you may have the same issue. Just choose close the program, and then you can go back into our editor. So the next step, or the next line of code that we're going to be typing, is we want to draw a square. So under forward, we're going to press enter to move to a next line. If you haven't already done so, hit enter so your cursor is underneath forward 100. And what we're going to do is, using this forward 100, we're going to actually draw a square. So we have right now the top of our square with the turtle moving 100. And each side of a square we have angles. So we need to post how we want the turtle to move. So we have our first line drawn, and our next line of code that we're going to type is right 90. So they're going to make a 90 angle to start drawing the right hand side of the square. So after we type right 90, we're going to hit enter, and then we're going to type forward 100, right 90. Remember to be hitting enter every time. Forward 100, right 90, and then lastly we want to connect that left hand side to the top, the right hand side, and the bottom side of our square. So we're going to finish with a forward 100. Alright, so you should have shape, parentheses, quotations, turtle, end quotations, and parentheses, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90, and then forward 100. And then hit enter. So let's check to make sure that our code is working. We're going to go up here and do a file save again, and then we're going to do run and run module. So our turtle now completes an entire square, and it's showing that the turtle is facing upward. So I'm going to close out of this frozen screen, choose close program, and I'm going to go back into my shapes code area in the text editor. So what we want to do now is we want to start on this next line, which we've entered twice. We want to have the turtle draw a circle. So we're going to type circle 100, and basically this code is saying we want to draw a circle that has a radius of 100 degrees. So we're going to hit enter. Alright. And we've learned from our last couple of classes that we can use the circle code to create other different objects. So what we want to do is we want to create a square inside that circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to type circle 100, and instead of closing again, we're going to do a comma, and we're going to write steps equals 4. So basically this code is saying we want to make a square inside of our circle that has a radius of 100 and make a shape that has 4 sides, which would be a square. So I'm going to hit enter, and we're going to see that our turtle makes a circle that has a 100-degree radius, then a square inside that. And we've also learned that we can also change color very quickly. So we're going to use that code to change our turtle to be red. So we're going to do color, parentheses, quotation, red, and quotations, and parentheses. So this is going to change our turtle to be red. And then the next shape that we make, which is going to be a triangle, will also be red as well. So we're going to do circle 100, comma, steps equals 3. And we're going to hit enter. We're going to go up here and save, and just make sure that all the code still works. So I'm going to do run module. And so far I haven't seen any errors pop up in the Python shell, so I know that all my code's correct. And I'm going to exit out of this again. So I'm sure, as you guys have seen for the last 3 times I've run the Turtle code, my Turtle graphics window has been frozen. So an easy way to not have that happen, and also if I would send this to another student or send this to another teacher, I could insert a command called exit on click, which allows the Turtle graphics window to close as soon as someone clicks inside the graphic window. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to our bottom of our code. So from the last bit of code, which was the triangle, we hit enter. So now we're on the next line beneath. We're going to hit enter again, and then we're going to type exit on click, and then parentheses. So this will allow us to click anywhere inside that window after the code has finished or the Turtle's run through its module, that it will close. So I'm going to go up here and do a file save and then run module, and we're going to test it out. So now I'm going to click anywhere inside this window, and you'll see that it automatically closed. So that's what we wanted to do for our shapes.py text editor file. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to do file save again. Alright, and I'm going to leave this open, and then I'm going to pull up the directions for the assignment 1A.